GST is a widely discussed topic recently. Malaysians have different views towards the GST system. Some say it is an effective tax system that could increase the country's revenue and narrow the wealth gap. Others speculated that it might increase the burden on the citizens. So who is right? And what is GST? Let's discover it together. First of all, we have to understand what GST is all about. GST is the short form for Goods and Services Tax. It is a consumption tax based on the value-added concept. GST is imposed on goods and services at every production and distribution stage in the supply chain, including the importation of goods and services. Is GST a new tax system that the government adds on people? No. In fact, GST is only a replacement for the current sales and services tax known as SST. GST could make our taxing system more efficient and transparent. Consumer items like clothes, shoes, non-essential food items, and furniture, which in fact Malaysians have already been paying tax without realizing it because sales tax, which is sometimes as high as 10%, has been embedded in the price of the goods. Why should SST be replaced with GST? The inherent weakness under the present tax system is the cascading tax, double tax, pyramiding tax, tax erosion, and leakages through the transfer of pricing. Thus, with the implementation of GST, the current tax system can be improved and at the same time increase tax compliance, making it easier to administer in view of its self-policing method. Moreover, businesses are only required to submit simplified tax returns based on prescribed formats. Besides that, GST is a fairer system. Out of Malaysia's population of 28 million, only 1.7 million are paying income tax. The rest of the population do not contribute yet consume the same public facilities such as roads, schools, hospitals, and public transport that the government provides for every single one of us. It's not fair to the people who pay tax. Compared to the SST, GST is a more comprehensive, effective, transparent, and business-friendly tax system. GST can overcome the various weaknesses inherent in the present consumption tax system. Will GST burden the people? No. According to the structure of GST, there is zero tax on basic essential items like rice, cooking oil, beef, mutton, pork, chicken, fish, prawns, squid, vegetables, sugar, salt, and water. The citizens will also be exempted from paying GST on critical services such as public transport, toll, taxis, hospital and healthcare, schools, water and electricity supply, residential property, land for agriculture use, and financial services. Thus, the lower income group will not be burdened by the GST. How will GST affect businesses? In principle, the GST is not a cost to businesses, as the GST paid can be claimed as tax credit. As such, it is estimated that the cost of doing business will decrease by an amount of 4.3 billion ringgit, inclusive of a savings of 1.4 billion ringgit by exporters on their business inputs. The reduction in the business cost will make the local products and services more competitive in the domestic and international markets. In addition, the GST is expected to improve tax compliance and it is easier to administer due to its self-policing feature. With GST, bureaucracy in the government's delivery system will be significantly reduced.